Hello everybody, it's Suffolk Blue all the way from Medieval England. How the devil are you? I hope you are well. Welcome back to the V for Variety server here in my little, this is the watermill where the honey and everything was being processed previously. Today we're going to do a bit of catch up because you've been away for a couple of weeks. I want to catch you up on what we did, what's happened and the direction we're going in. So, lovely job. Here it is. Here is the stable block with its micro-blocked, accompaniment. I've called this the Newmarket Stables because Suffolk, where I come from in the United Kingdom, has a town called Newmarket, which is the home of British horse racing. So it makes perfect sense for this to be the Newmarket Stables. So here we go, this is Newmarket. You can see that we've done some micro-block, and we have used the contrast of colours, taking oak wood, placing that underneath the dark to make it that contrast. We did indeed put in these extra ventilation things for the smelly horses. We have brought our horses over. You can see that I've got some sewer grates outside to catch the poop out here. If we just come inside. These are our little stablets. These are where they're going to be stored. They've each got their own little sewer in here. I decided to take them out from the middle because it didn't seem to be working and put them in here as individuals. So they're all in here now. They've each got a little bale of hay as well. And I'm in the process of just sort of starting them up, breeding them up, and then I shall bring them in and actually put them in each of their little stable blocks and have some more outside. And I think this looks pretty cool up the top here. So this is like a double ventilation system for them. I know Stephen thinks that this is a bit over the top and a bit out of the reach for the average horse owner, but this is Newmarket Stables and we have the very best here. Best horses and therefore the very, very best in facilities. So yeah, so this is the main town stables as well. If we come out here, you can see again that micro blocking, and really all I can stress to you that what I've done here is to use the contrast of colour. This is a colour contrast more than anything between the darkness of the great wood carpenter's blocks and the ordinary, this is ordinary oak through here. Is this spruce, this one? I think this one might be spruce. Yeah, that's a spruce wood plank. And this one is oak, so it's oak at the bottom, spruce on the top. You can still see it's sort of, you do get that double. I mean, I think this actually is a better one probably than that lighter one. I actually quite like that sort of mid-tone there, but that's because we were using lots of wood at the bottom here, whereas sorry, at the top there, whereas in the bottom here we were using stone, so that brighter oak wood pulled it back. I quite like that. I think that's the sort of micro blocking I like. It's accents. It doesn't detract. It's not a huge amount of micro blocking really. It's just accenting, outlining and making it all work down there. It doesn't interact with the windmill at all, which is good. So yeah, and then we have some torches on the outside as well. Carpenter's doors, double doors so they open at the same time. You've got yourself a little, we've got a little saddle area at the top here. I've only got one saddle at the moment and I can't seem to make them. You can only find them, so we're going to have to go dungeon hunting if we want more saddles. But that will be Newmarket Stables done. Awesome. So, back over here though, we know we're making poop. In fact, we've got an entire portable tank full of sewage. This sewage, just to show you how this, I mean it's all piped obviously underneath, but what we've got essentially, RBW's online, bless him. Here we go. So each of these individual sewage collectors are all joined up with these main pipes. These will then all come across here, and this is going to be our main sewage works. It's basically going to copy and come all the way across. At the top here, you can see that we have cleared out an awful lot of the land at the top here. This is where we can have our chicken coop. Probably will be next door. We've got our pigs that I'd quite like to put next to this dank old pond. There'll be mud around here that the pigs can play in and generally make a mess of themselves. A large area for cattle. I want to give them as much room as we can actually, because there's going to be quite a few of them. And the sheep we're probably going to have across here, and we're probably going to cut this around a little bit so that we end up with like a hill sheep farm. They'll be on there, which I think was a probably good idea. What else have we got? I've planted up a little orchard because I need more apples for the horses. Again, you can see, say hello mate, oops, hey mate, just recording. An episode. So there we go. We've got these individual trees popping up now. This is going to provide me with the apples, which we can use to basically train those horses and get those all trained up. But I want to make sure we've got those. You've seen that over here. Now, as you can see, I have laid this out as well and sort of connected all this through here. This is going to be our sewage works. Same principle as the Attack of the Bee team. I know I've sort of already done this, but I'll do it again because it's a great build. It's one of my favourites before, so we're going to put it back in again. 2 of these round water tanks, which are going to be filled with sewage, hopefully, which we will process. And then in here, we're going to have our sewage processing function, which will take the sewage and turn it into fertilizer, and we will have an outlet pipe which will again pour out that water, making it look like it's processing all the gunk into industrial fertilizer. I'm not sure what style building I'm going to do this in. I might do this in Victorian. We've got Art Deco over here. This is the Art Deco style. Over here I'm kind of thinking a English Victorian building, which will require nether brick. It requires those unnecessary decorations that Victorians love to put on their buildings. It is a little on the small side, I think. No, it's not. No, it's not. We should be able to get away with a Victorian build on that, I think. We'll have a look. That's something to do in the future. I love this little town. It's really coming together. What I want to do, this actual orchard is not going to stay here. I'm going to put back in again my marketplace. I quite like to link this up with Spawn Town at some point, like a road that goes all the way to Spawn Town, so that if you followed the road, you sort of, this is another city, if you like, or another town on the outside. But I just think that's a really nice looking thing. It's really starting to come together. Right, so what else are we doing? Let's come over here. Let's go through the mouth of our goddess, and you can see that I am well underway in the process of lining. Now, lining this is going to take an age, and I've actually run out of dirt. I have no more dirt left. All we're doing is we're taking this really horrible patchwork stone effect that you get, and we're covering it up, making it look as natural as if this is just a dirt covering as we possibly can. It's going to go all the way around, so we need lots of dirt to be able to do this. We have plenty of room to expand, so we can keep coming this way. So we've got a whole extra part of this mountain I could hollow out if I wanted to. So we could hollow all of this out as well. Obviously we've got the Logan Heights over here, which has got our cirque, our glacial cirque in here that I still want to... well, that sign seems to have lost... Oh, there it is, Logan Heights. And this is the cirque here. This is Mount Logan. Yeah, this is the tallest one, isn't it? So this would be Mount Logan. Oops, I always go the wrong way around. Yeah, Mount Logan. Named after one of my viewers, young viewers, who loves what I do, so thank you very much. But what we've got to do still, because at the moment under here we've got our base. My actual current base is under here. So I can't really dig too far this way without really knocking into myself, because straight down there is going to be our power supply that we're currently using. We've still got our 4 wind turbines at the top there doing all that power. If I was to cut across from here, at least I think at the moment, I think I'm still likely to accidentally bump into myself over here. And we've also got around here somewhere as well that our escape hatch, if you like, our launch system, which we have been or did use at the very beginning to launch ourselves. We've got some of those primal blooms up here as well. See, that would be really good, but unfortunately there's no way to collect them, as I understand, so I can't move them down, because that would be really useful for the botany, botania bits and bobs. I don't know quite. Let me think where I am. Our escape hatch must be over here somewhere, I would have thought. It's funny when you can't see it, because we literally pop out of the ground and shoot straight up in the air. But I can't see it. Anyway, that's over there somewhere. But what we've got to do is this needs to be filled with water. We know that. Just to recap what we're doing. All of this up here is going to be filled with water. It's going to become a lake, like a cirque. If you don't know what a cirque is, it's basically a glacial lake, which sort of sits in an armchair shape on top of a mountain. It's quite clever. What the hell is there? Is there a node here, I suppose? Is there? Yeah, there's a node there. That makes sense. They are always easy to find at night, the old nodes. But yes, so we've got lots to do in here. Still got an awful lot to do. So I'm sort of debating where to start. And I think, again, I'm going to ask your guys' help, because not that you answered me last time, but even so. Do you want me to work on that? Bearing in mind that we did a little bit of work on this recently, and this is a similar principle. The sludge boiler factory is a similar principle. All this is going to be doing is storing fluids and then processing them and spinning it out industrial fertilizer and just some pretend water. Do you want me to work on that? Would you like me to work on the farms over here? So we've got a chicken coop that we need to make, a pig farm that we need to make. Have I got any? I have. Boo. Yeah. Anything? No. Pig farm over here. Cattle farm with a cattle shed. We are also going to have to make, boom, a slaughterhouse again. Now, funny enough, in the Attack of the B Team, if you go back all the way back then, I was going to make. I shouldn't have fired at that, because that was always going to teleport out of the way, wasn't it? I wonder. Don't know where the other one went. Teleported so far away, I can't see him now. I think it's over here. No, that's here he is. Yeah, I love killing them things. Whoa! That was my butt. So yes, you need to let me know what you want me to work on. Do you want me to work on animal production, slaughterhouse over here? I'm thinking the slaughterhouse would also be a really good building to do fully Victorian, because that will be a big building. And I actually think about putting that right over the back here, along the side here, so it sort of overshadows a little bit of this town, and then we'll have this big Victorian. I want some chimneys with smoke sort of pouring out of them. I think that would be a pretty cool look. So do you want me to work on chicken coop, pig farm, cow shed, sheep pen, although I'm probably not going to work on the sheep one, so don't vote for that because you're not going to get it. Would you like me to work on the sewage farm waterworks over here, which may not be Victorian now I've said that, because I don't think I want two lots of Victorian. No, I don't think I will have two lots of Victorian. I probably won't do that. So we may do this as what I call a 1960s industrial style, British industrial, which will be quite concrete, quite bland, still with micro-blocked, but quite industrial in its look. You let me know what you want me to do, and if you don't say, I'll make a decision and choose one. I think that's the only fair way of going about it. I do need to get rid of this area as well. I'll finish this off and put all the necessaries trees back in, and then we've got to move the cattle over anyway. So it's a really short episode, and I make no apologies for that, because I need your help to tell me what you would like to work on. So down below in the comments, put down what you want me to see me do, and I should go ahead and do it. But that's going to be it for me today. Ooh, what the hell was that noise? Is that one of them rods? Yeah, something bad. This little dropper's been pretty productive. Got some witches that are going through there. Some slimes have gone through there. Pretty productive. Done pretty well for itself. Yeah, so good. You let me know what you want to work on, and I'll work on it. So, short episode, really quick. Thanks very much. Just a little update. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.